I just recording this little video taking a break from my template programming to show you what I'm working on because there's going to be a change in the templates that I just decided on, and I just started putting it together this morning, and I had a couple of questions that I wanted to address in this video. You can see up on the top of the card we made a change, or I made a change actually between last night and this morning. I basically, the way I was going about doing the templates was making it somewhat limiting, and it was actually making a lot more work for me in the long run because I was setting up the templates based on a certain selection palette of colors. And then I was getting questions about, well, what happens if I want a different color that's not on the template, or what happens if someone wants to match the template to their corporate colors. So what I decided to do was switch this over and actually give everybody a full palette of colors, so you can come in here and then change the theme of the card, change the background of the card, and change then the text of the card, like whatever color text you want on the card. So you ultimately now you can see there's literally any unlimited combinations of colors that you can choose to set up the theme and the font and so forth of the card. And then once you save it, then that's basically going to update your card. And then what will happen is this template will then become your standard template. So when somebody goes to your URL, they will automatically go to this template. So that's the way it's going to work. And then these buttons will work for them and such. So that's changing from I can just go back to like what this is the color palette that I was working with before. And then once I was looking at it, I said, you know what, we need to, double the palette. And so just, getting to be, crazy with trying to just come up with colors that, most people will want to use. And I decided instead of trying to guess what everybody's going to want, then I'm just going to give them full palettes and then let them, choose whatever palette they want. Getting back to this, you also see that I exposed the color codes. Now, the reason why I expose the color codes is if somebody has corporate colors or they have a website that's already themed, then what they can do is they can continue that theme with their business card. So they can just pull the color codes, or have whoever the graphics artist is, just ask them what the color codes are for their website, and then they can just drop those color codes into the box here. They can actually type them in, and then it will update the card. So then your background, your text, and your theme of the card will match exactly what's going on with your website or with your business cards or your stationery, whatever it happens to be. So you can see this is a dramatic change from from what I was the direction I was going in, which was this. Another question that came up, which is, what about the features on the card? So it wasn't really clear what features were going to be on the card and what features were not going to be on the card. So if you look at the card, there's certain features that are on each one of these cards, and basically it's what you see is what you get with all of these cards. So like on this card, you've got phone, email, website, you've got a share button, and you've got the contact button, which is going to give you a V card. Those are the only features that are going to be available on the card. There's no navigator, there's no documents, there's no videos. That's done on purpose because if somebody is not planning on sharing those things or uploading them to a card, then there's no reason for them to actually set that up on their, on their business card, or have to worry about like just going out and finding that information somewhere. So each one of these cards, this is for somebody that just wants to share their phone and their email, and they don't want to worry about V cards. They don't want to have to worry about people sharing their card or doing any of that stuff, and down here I've got their social site. So, again, this is all based on individual preferences of what each person is looking to share. Here's what I did was I took the standard card, and you can see I'm theming the standard card as well. So you're going to be able to do the same thing here. So this one, the standard card obviously has everything. So, you have full access to everything. But what you're going to want to make sure you do is look at each one of the cards, when you choose the card, and see what's available on the card. Like this card has the navigator, your address, your website, your documents, your videos, your social connection. So this card has everything associated with it. If you want to share videos, you want to make sure you have a card that has videos as a feature, as an option on that card. If you don't see the option on the card, again, it's what you see is what you get. So if it doesn't show a video button or a video link, then you are not going to be able to share that on the card. Another question was the navigator. Can we add stuff to the navigator, like the opportunity, and there's a couple of other things that are going to be coming up, new products that are coming up. Can we add those to the navigator? And yes, the navigator is very flexible, actually behind the scenes, and it's going to be getting more flexible. Behind the scenes, this is actually database driven. So it's not that hard for me to add products. As just a week ago, I added all the Skinship products basically within a couple of hours. So, but it's going to be getting a lot easier. I've actually been working with corporate on one of the projects that they're working on, and so this is going to actually be tying into a corporate project that's going on right now. That by the end of July, everyone will be seeing it for just in time for actually the regionals, or the I guess you'll call them regional events that are happening in August. So we're going to be tying it directly into those, and so as soon as corporate releases a new product, it will almost instantly be available on the card. So so just plan on that. Also, because this is database driven, absolutely I can open that up so each user can then decide, I want to put this on my navigator, I don't want to put this on my navigator. So we will be opening that up as well as a feature, as an option of what you want to be able to offer or not offer, as related to the navigator. So I think those are all the questions I have. Keep the questions coming. Keep the suggestions coming. As you can see, the more suggestions we get, the more flexible we can make the card. Right now with these templates, this is actually making it easier for me, having all these colors, because I'm going to limit the number of templates I need to create. And, ultimately gives us almost an unlimited selection of templates, because each user can make that template unique in and of itself for them. And once they save it, it instantly updates that template on everybody's phone. So, there's no question about, like, do I need to then resend my template to somebody? No, if you change your information or you change your template, it instantly updates everyone's, that link for everyone. So the next time they go to your card, they're going to see your new template. They're going to see whatever information that you had changed on the card. So that's my quick update for today. Back to work and back to programming these templates, so they should be available very, very shortly.